2025 has been an incredible year for salmon fishing on the Kenai River. The result being that this freezer is filled with hundreds of pounds of salmon. But what are we going to do with all of it? If you're like us, eating that many salmon fillets actually doesn't sound that appetizing. But we have a solution. We are going to share our top 3 salmon burger recipes for you to enjoy. Stick around to the end of the video and we'll share with you one bonus recipe if salmon burgers aren't quite what you're looking for. Drink break.
Logo check.
Oh yeah, let's make sure that's in focus. Okay. All right, so what drove us to start making these burgers was pretty quickly our first season here. With all of the salmon that we caught, we got over salmon fillets pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I mean, they are delicious and they can be very easy to prepare and don't really take a lot of time to cook, like usually like 12, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and there are tons of recipes out there and sauces that you can put on them, but we just found that we were struggling to actually cook them, and so they'd sit in the freezer.
Yeah, we couldn't get through all the fish that we caught. So we decided to look for a burger recipe, and like we said, we ended up with 3 that we actually really love.
Yeah.
The other nice part about these burgers is that when you make them, you cook them before freezing them again. And so they actually make really great quick meals. So you just reheat them, add them to a dish, and bam, you have lunch or dinner. Which
also, they're great for camping trips. You can just pull them from the cooler and cook them up or mash them up and throw them in something. I mean, they're versatile and ready to go.
That's right. The really good part for us about that is we're 4 or 5 days away from having our kid. So we are going to need some very easy to make meals because we are about to be very exhausted, I think.
Yeah.
So this is perfect for that.
So one of the recipes came from a recommendation from my mom, who had previously tried a salmon burger recipe or a salmon cake recipe from Garten. And that one is more of a French style. It has lots of finely minced vegetables. It's cooked in butter. It's heavenly. It's
my favorite one. It's so good. But it is a labor of love to make.
It is.
Of the 3 recipes, that is the longest prep time for sure. But I think it actually packs the most flavor into the burger itself. So
I would agree.
If you're just looking to use the burger as a burger, like put it on a bun and eat it just plain, that's the recipe to go with.
Yeah, it's great. I highly recommend trying it. It is the most prep time. So just be aware that it's going to take some time, which is why we usually do it in bulk. We just prep a ton of vegetables and have an assembly line going and just I think we made
88 last time, right?
Was that for this year? I know we've made over 100 before. Yeah. And so that way we have plenty of packages and Dan stops asking me to make them.
I do. I take them to work. I would eat them every day if I could. I don't think I'd get sick of that recipe.
The first year I made them, he was eating them every single day and I had to tell him to stop because we were quickly running out.
Yeah, they're really good. But yeah, that is why we do tend to get an assembly line together. Usually if Kate's parents are in town or we have friends in town, we're like, hey, you can have some of these if you help us make them. And we just dedicate a whole afternoon to making, a ton of them. So that's a good one to start.
Yeah. The other one that we got that was already a pre-made recipe was from the Alaska from Scratch cookbook by Maya Wilson. This one is more like an Asian inspired flavor and definitely a beefier salmon cake or burger. It has a couple of other elements in the recipe, like some slaw, I believe, that is so good on a burger, and we usually eat that one as a traditional burger. But it's just nice to have different flavors. So there's the Garten more French style flavors, the Alaska from Scratch, Asian inspired flavor. And then the third one that we make was one born out of exhaustion from doing an assembly line of the Ina Garden and the Alaska from scratch. That one was just like the pre-baked salmon, and then we flake it, remove the pin bones, and then we threw in breadcrumbs, mayo, salt and pepper, and then we mixed it up and like measured them out into 3 or 4 ounce patties and froze them. And that became our plain salmon burger recipe. If you're looking for a salmon burger recipe that has like salmon flavor, like that is the flavor you're going for, that's the one that I recommend.
Yeah, that's definitely the one that carries the flavor through the best. It's also the most flexible of the burgers. So the way we tend to use them is we reheat them, like I said, for a quick meal. We will either put them over a salad or maybe a bowl of rice or just as a burger. They're really, really flexible, all of them really, but the plain burgers especially, and they will take on whatever flavor you want to put with them. So if you put them with rice and a bit of tamari sauce, is that how you say it, tamari? Tamari sauce, you'll get a specific flavor. Or you can go with like a sweet and sour.
Or a barbecue.
Or a barbecue even, yeah. Or we throw them over some fresh greens from our garden, and we like a garlic dressing over it, and it just infuses with that flavor. It's really, really good. So there's a lot of flexibility with these burgers, which is kind of why we love them so much.
And it's become the one that we actually make the most of now.
Yeah.
It's the easiest and most versatile, so it's a good one. So I have a gluten allergy, so we've had to modify some of the recipes, and one of the biggest ways is with panko breadcrumbs. There are actually quite a few gluten-free panko breadcrumb options out there, so we tend to buy them in bulk when we're doing these salmon burgers, tons and tons of boxes, and it's a great way to modify them and just make sure that the burgers have good binding. When we're making the recipes, something to consider is checking, especially with the bulk recipes, how wet or how dry your salmon mixture is. Yes, that's a good word for it. And if it's too wet, adding more breadcrumbs. If it's too dry, adding more mayo. So that tends to be how we modify our burgers.
Yeah, otherwise we don't really mess with the recipes too much. The Ina ones, again, we kind of love them as they are. You could definitely play with the balance of flavors of vegetables in those if you want, if you don't like peppers as much or whatever. Yeah. You can definitely mess around with that a little bit. We haven't too much yet. The other thing that we are gonna try to do at some point is start smoking the salmon and then putting those into the burgers, just to give it, again, a different kind of flavor, obviously a very smoky flavor, which could be really cool. So if you guys have tried that, let us know in the comments below.
When we do reheat them, we have done it in the microwave. However, usually what we do is cook them for about 3 minutes aside in a little bit of oil or butter or both.
In a pan.
In a pan, yeah.
The other way you could do it is with an air fryer.
That's true.
So either way, the pan, like over a skillet, like on a pan, or on the air fryer, is how you're gonna get that like nice, crispy, even sometimes if you like it browned or a little burnt, that's how you're gonna get that. Obviously the microwave is not going to make it have that texture. It's gonna remain kind of soft and not as crispy, and we like crispy. But like Kate indicated earlier, our absolute favorite way to prepare them is out when we're camping. So let's show you how we do that with our little camp setup. Okay, so like we said earlier in the video, our favorite way to enjoy these are while we're camping. Unfortunately, we can't really do that right now, even though it's our favorite time of year to camp, because Caitlin is about to pop and we can't be out off the grid, you know, and have the kiddo come our way unexpectedly. So we're gonna pretend camp here. We have our whole setup. We have our Coleman stove. We have our cast iron skillet. We'll be cooking the salmon burgers in olive oil and butter. And then we will toast our buns and probably go inside and enjoy them. So we're gonna get cooking. Good. All right, so to start, I am going to just toast our buns real quick. That way they'll be nice and crispy and ready to go. So Kate has a gluten allergy, so her buns go in first so they don't get cross-contaminated. All right, I think these are, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looking good for Kate.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, because of the gluten-free aspect of these, they can kind of break up a little bit. Just have to be...
Also, they were frozen, so
Yeah.
sometimes with thawing, they can break apart a little bit. But the good news is the little pieces cook up and are just as delicious.
Yeah, we don't really mind. Get a little mini burger in the middle.
There you go.
Those two are goners.
Oh, that's okay. We'll throw them in some rice with some veggies or something.
Yep.
It'll be good.
All right, so that's looking good. We're gonna do Kate's burger here first. Mostly, almost did it. Good.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't bring any cheese with us, did we?
Mm-mm.
They're very good with cheese also. Okay, so as you can see, we've cheesed the burgers. And now we're going to enjoy. All right, I always like to tease the palate a little bit with some of the crispy scraps. Good so far.
For anyone wondering, we did a mixture of cheddar cheese and smoked Gouda
Yeah,
on top.
it's really good. So, another way that we can enjoy these burgers is actually for breakfast, which you might not think of, but with eggs and potatoes, and then you mash up the plain burger with it. Oh man, it's amazing. It's so good.
If you want to go like one step further, salmon and bacon, it's actually super good.
I mean, really anything in bacon is going to be pretty good, but yeah, that'll definitely level it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so thank you for sticking with us this long into the video. A bunch of you guys had commented on previous videos asking for these recipes, so we hope you will try them. If you do, let us know in the comments below if you like them, how you change them, if you have your own recipes that you enjoy, and I will obviously put our recipes in the description below so that you can go check them out. They'll be all typed out and you can try them for yourself. All right, so time for that bonus recipe that you've stuck around for to the end of the video, so well done you. The last way that we tend to prepare them that isn't a fillet is
easy to freeze.
Easy to freeze. I mean, basically all the same things that we talked about with the burgers, because it's really just a burger that's a meatball. Doing salmon meatballs is really another fun way of preparing the salmon. Obviously, you can then put them with pasta, spaghetti, sauce, stir fry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Again, a lot of flexibility. They're really good, and we'll have that in the description below as well.
If you are interested in different ways to prepare salmon fillets that you may not have come across yet, we do have some cookbooks that we definitely refer to frequently for those recipes that are tried and true, always good. Highly recommend. And so some of them are from Alaska from Scratch. Compilation of all the ways you could possibly ever prepare salmon or think of preparing salmon in this cookbook, Salmon Recipes by Cecilia Niebeck or Niebeck, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. Literally, you will be amazed at the ways that people have created to prepare salmon out of that one. Good Fish by Becky Selengit. And then the tried and true Salmon Sisters, also really great recipes. They have 2 cookbooks now. Both are fantastic. And so we highly recommend any of those cookbooks.
Yeah, links in the description below. All right, you guys, so thank you so much. We hope you appreciated this video. If you like it, let us know by hitting that like. Boy, the like button. Let us know by hitting that like button. And if you want more videos like this, hit this one. And if you want more videos like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified when new ones drop. All right, that's it for now. Thanks, you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And why don't you talk about that time that we cooked up some of these in Denali National Park?
I was just thinking about that. But yeah, so the first summer we were here, Kate was working a temporary travel contract at the hospital that we both work at now. So at the time, we just thought we were going to be here for 13 weeks because this was before we had decided to stay full time. That first summer was crazy. We were running all over the place. One of the things that we definitely wanted to do was get up to Denali National Park. So we did. And we were camping one night with salmon burgers that we brought from home for exactly this situation because we love them and they're so good. But we were so paranoid that it was going to attract like brown bears to the camp that we could barely actually enjoy them because we were so paranoid. No bears actually showed up. In fact, we didn't really see many bears on that trip at all, or any, I can't remember. But it was still a great trip. It was, a very fond memory for us now.